Recording. Okay. Hello, everyone at home. Tammy here with our final workshop for cultivating inner awareness. Today, we're going to be focusing on the heart. It's the month of love. It's Valentine's Day coming up. And what we're going to do at the end is a beautiful journey to a sacred healing sanctuary. And we're going to learn about if we have any messages for our own healing and what gifts we have to the world. So let's make a start. I might take my socks off. So when the weather is warmer, I do suggest that you not wear socks because they can get slippery, but I think it's fine. The mats are okay. If you want to keep your socks on just for that extra warmth, there's no harm in that. If you know that you might slip, then it might be a good idea to take those socks off. That's just, once you're standing up on the mats, just get a feel for it. And if you feel stable and fine, that's good. If you don't, then please feel free to take your socks off. If the sun starts to come in your eyes, feel free to move the mat wherever it needs to go. This is just a random placement. It's not anything set in stone. So, oh, you've got a bit of sun in your eye, Debbie, but you might not mind it. You like it. Or you can draw the curtains a little bit. Right, so today, the movement, the breath work, and the sound that we're going to do is related to the organ of the heart. The heart actually is not just the organ, it is the tissue that surrounds it, the pericardium. It actually also factors into the chest muscles at the front and the back muscles on your upper back. So we'll be activating all of these muscles, we'll be breathing, and we'll be making sound to massage the heart, massage around the pericardium, and release any tension in those tissues. So what we do is, in traditional Chinese medicine, the heart takes on a lot of stress and anxiety, and that is what we're going to be clearing out. And when we come to nourishing, it will be peace and contentment. But you may have another word that comes to mind that you want to clear out. You may have another feeling or emotion that you want to bring in. Make it your own. There's no hard and fast. I'll give you suggestions as we go through. So what we normally do is start with the heart breathing, and let's bring our hands, maybe rub them. My hands are a little cold. So we're creating energy, we're creating heat. This beautiful sense of touch also starts to relax the nervous system. When we self-massage, when we touch our own skin, it is very relaxing and soothing. And so now we've got the hands nice and warm. We create a butterfly of the palm on palm, and we place that into the center of the chest on the breastbone where the sternum is. We can lift the chest up a little bit and make sure that the hips are nice and heavy, that the chest is lifted. We bow the head a little bit. Start feeling into that heartbeat, if you can. Or start to feel the skin, the muscle, the tissues under the hands. Maybe the chest is rising on the inhale and descending on the exhale. So the chest moves up and out as we breathe in, and it contracts in and down as we breathe out. These very small points of awareness also help to bring us into the present moment, grounding us out of that turbulent mind and into the body, into the breath. And so even just noticing this beautiful ebb and flow of the breath moving in and out, the ebb and flow of the chest muscles, the breastbone, beautiful like an ocean wave. The ebb and flow of the tide on a sandy shore.
how calming, soothing that feels. Come into this next breath. See if you can feel into the pulse, into the heartbeat. And there'll be thoughts happening inside your head. Just allow them to come, allow them to flow away. Recognize them, say hello, and then bid them farewell. No judging, no criticizing, just a thought that arises and then can fade away. And into that heart space, that sacred space, the meeting place of the earthly energy, the sky energy, the meeting place of heaven and earth. How beautiful, what a miracle it is that the heart beats on its own. The breath knows when to ebb and flow. And gently open the eyes. Now we've come into that present moment awareness. We're just going to do some heart breathing with that ha sound. So ha is the sound of the heart. Hopefully you're feeling okay. You want to maybe put your elbows down and be very comfortable in this. So we're going to breathe in, feel the chest rise. And when we breathe out, we're going to make the ha sound, ha, like a little melodic. So let's breathe in. And breathe out, ha. Allow it to go to the end. Feel that beautiful murmuring under the hands, that resonance, that vibration. Breathe in, nice deep breath, and breathe out, ha. It's that beautiful frequency that's massaging all the tissues around the heart, really toning that vagus nerve so we get out of fight and flight and into that rest and digest. A few more times. Breathe in, nice and smooth, slow, deep. Breathe out. Two more. Breathe in. Last one, and we can almost feel the frequency in the room, and hopefully at home you can hear it. It's that energy that we're creating with our voice and with those sound waves. Let's just marinate it in it and feel really luxuriant. You want to keep your eyes closed or open, it's up to you. Breathe in. Gently, just allow the breath to come back to its normal rhythm. Soak in that beautiful chorus of sound. Imagine maybe there's a host of angels all around. They were attracted by that beautiful melodic vibration. Everything today, let's have the intention of gratitude and appreciation for the time, the effort, the volition that we have to be here, for our bodies, for the breath, for the heartbeat, for this community, for this connection. And we gently release, and let's start by shaking the hands, shaking the elbows. And we can breathe in, and then we can breathe out through the breath and breathe it out. So we're breathing out any tension from the wrists, the elbows, the shoulders. You can shimmy your shoulders. When we move the shoulders like this, the heart is getting a little massage inside because it's moving to and fro. The tissues are moving. You can make a sound or not make a sound. You can make the ha sound if you want. You can sigh out. Anything that feels good. Maybe move the neck and shoulders a little bit just so you don't injure yourself, but whatever's comfortable. Any which way. And on 3, 2, and 1, let's just put our hands down, and can you feel the buzzing, little pulsing? Do you suddenly feel more vibrant and alive just in those few moments? Or maybe not, just you know, honor your own experience. But is there somehow a different quality? I'm feeling like a bit of a halo effect around the face. I don't know what to call it, like a zingy, kind of beautiful mist. I don't know. Anyway, just sharing my experiences. So let's now do the standing portion of the class. So we put our prop off carefully to the side, and we'll get up and we'll do our whole body shaking. So we have our feet that are firmly planted on the ground. The feet are under the hips, and you feel like you've got roots growing from the soles of the feet down into the earth, so you're nice and stable. And then we start to shake. And so we bend our knees, our ankles. We're kind of starting to get a little bit into the hips, into the ribs, the shoulders. And so if you see it sideways, they already saw it sideways, but you almost can undulate a little bit if you like. You can go from side to side, shaking the knees around, or you can do like a wave motion, getting into the spine, whatever feels good. You can do it with your eyes closed, you can do it with your eyes open. And here we're dispersing, scattering any of that stress and tension, anything we want to let go of that we brought in. So let it all out. Allow that energy that we no longer need to leave through the soles of the feet, the palms of the hands, out through the breath, down into the earth. This is the quickest mood changer, pick me up movement, and it gets to most of the body. You can even like feel like you're softening your forehead, softening the temples, unclenching the jaw. You might want to move your jaw around a little bit. Like open and close it, move it from side to side. And in 3, 2, and 1, let's just stay standing in Wuji. So we've got our feet firm and the hands are facing back towards the back of the room, a little bit of space in the armpit, and then soften the shoulders down. And you can stand here with your eyes open or closed, feel into if there's energy moving anywhere in the body, under the skin, around the heart. Maybe the fingers are tingling. Maybe you can feel the temperature of your skin. Just feel into it. Notice the after effects, how it feels, and then gently release. So because we're going to, and it's nice, like anytime you want to shake your legs out, like this is all like perfectly fine to just listen to your body. And if you feel like, oh, okay, this is something is feeling a little bit pins and needles. I've got pins and needles here now, actually, because I've got some nerve issue. So, you know, I want to shake out my foot, or if something's not feeling right, you just, you know, shake out or do whatever feels good. So we're gonna open up a little bit of the chest area and the back before we do our heart opening. Maybe I haven't done this one with you. I haven't done it for a long time. This is just a wrist opener, but we're just going to go up and then paint down. So you bend your knees as you go down, breathe in, and then you really get your wrists like turned down, and then the wrists are up. And then we breathe in, and we like a wave. And so apart from the hands going up and down, we're going to start undulating like a wave motion. This is another beautiful, nourishing practice. We're getting into that spinal column, starting to hydrate with that synovial fluid, with this motion. And there's a little bit of a bend in the elbows. Try and keep your movement really smooth and flowing. Don't go beyond your limits of what is comfortable or not comfortable. Just see in. If you've got a knee problem, don't go down so low. If your hips are feeling a little twitchy, just be very careful. Another beautiful moving meditation. I'll be silent for a little bit so that we can get into the tissues and the joints. Just a few more here. Last two. It's almost like a standing cat-cow because you can stick your butt out, arch, and then curl. Arch a little bit and then curl. It's creating a little hollow in the lower back, and then you're creating a C shape. Last two. Last one. And let's gently come out and release. Shake it out. Okay, so let's also just get a little bit of heat generating in the body. We're going to do the tossing the stone like we did last week. So I'll just quickly show you. So let's get the feet a little wider. The wider the feet, the more stability. So we start breathing in with arms up, and then as we breathe out, we bend to the knees, and this left hand comes in front, right hand goes back. And then we come up and breathe in the center. Right hand goes up, left hand goes back. Breathe out. And again, here, like we're tossing away all our cares and our worries. Or just toss away any tension in the muscles, in the tissue. So you can see we're getting a nice full body movement here. I'll just show the people at home in front. To come up in the center, bend down and go across. Up in the center, down and go across. And again, whatever you feel like, please do that pace. So if you want to go faster and create a little more warmth, you can be quick, but it doesn't mean you have to be. Depends what your body's feeling like today. Depends what you've got to release. But we keep the shoulders very soft. It's just the arms that are kind of like, yes, very gently releasing. At your own pace. And it's almost like it's not as if you're throwing a bowling ball, but you want to have that kind of toss it away kind of feeling, like, whew, very loose and easy. And in 3, 2, and 1, let's gently come to Wuji, which is very firm feet on the ground, hands, palms are facing back. If you need to shake anything out, shake it out. And if you want to close your eyes, keep them open and become aware. Become aware of the breath, the pulse, the heartbeat. Has the energy moved? Is it going upward? Is it around the heart? Is it around the neck or throat? Is it moving? Is it static? And how do you feel after that short burst of movement? And release. So let's open up the joints before we go into opening the heart. So the feet can be hip width below the hips, and we will go into moving the neck and moving the hands together. So I'll start with the neck and then I'll move into the hands. So the neck is just a little bend in the knees, so we're not locking out the knees. We're kind of scraping the chin, scraping the chin. And then let's meet in the center and look up. And as we scrape the chin, we're going to move our wrists and our elbows and our shoulders. So we go one way and then we go the other way. And if this is a little difficult, just do one or the other. So as we turn, the wrists are turning like a flamenco dance. I'll show the people at home. So it's a beautiful twirl of the wrists, the elbows, and the shoulders. So you're twirling all the way one way, twirling all the way the other way. Keep on breathing and bring the mind into those joints, getting nice articulation through those joints, and then the ball and socket of the shoulder. Again, movement is really necessary not to have creaky joints, and that's the way you can stay limber and supple. And let's do two more, one on this side, one on the other side, and gently release. Okay, so we've done our neck and our shoulders, and you may just want to shake it out a little bit. Let's get into our hips. So hands on the hips and just doing hip circles. Again, a beautiful circular movement, very smooth. And you can bend into it, you can stay up, you can, however you want to do it. If you want to go down a little more, whatever your body's asking for, just feel into that movement. And after the next one, let's gently reverse direction. Have a slight, I wouldn't say engagement of the core, but just be aware of the core, that we've got some integrity in how we're doing this. We don't want to injure ourselves by going too far into the hips. That is not healthy. The hips can be quite tricky. We're feeling almost like even your head is kind of like moving, and the shoulder girdle is, it's like a beautiful pot of soup, and we're stirring that soup, nice and nourishing. And in 3, 2, and 1, let's just meet in the center. Then we bring the feet closer together, warm up the hands, brush the knees, forward, side, behind. And then we circle the knees. And so we cup the hands on the knees and we circle. And again, for anybody who has a little issue, you can do this with your hands on your thighs and being upright, or you can bend down much less, or you can bend down more. Just want to keep those knees safe and protected. If you feel any twinging, please just move your body up a little bit, because there is a little bit of weight on them. And in 3, 2, and 1, let's go the other direction. So again, if you feel anything that's not right, just come up, go very shallow. Again, feel into how the feet are being massaged by the floor, all those teeny weeny little tarsals and metatarsal bones, the ankle. Oh, I heard a crack in my foot there. And in 3, 2, and 1, we're going to sit down and come up. Sit down in, like we're sitting in a chair, and then come up. Here you want to engage your abs so we don't injure the lower back. And again, you can do this very shallow. It's again, getting some movement into the knees, getting the thighs activated, the glutes activated, and 3, 2, and 1, and then stay down, and we're going to come up very slowly. So we just lift up like a rag doll, hands are loose, and keep the knees a little soft, don't lock them out, and then come up vertebra by vertebra until we're standing upright, and gently shake out. Okay, so we've done some joint opening, we've done our clearing. Now we're going to clear the heart. And so I think I've done this maybe once, maybe more than once. So the heart, when we clear it out, we make the sound ha, like we did in the beginning, and we're clearing out stress and anxiety. And so the movement is, we start, just cup your hands like the fingers are facing together, and then we reverse that and we lift it up, we're bending our knees and we're holding up the heavens. So I'll have a look at you, Shauna, and then bend your knees a little bit and bend your elbows. Yes, that's it. So this is the beginning position. We breathe in here, rise up, and as we breathe out, we bring our hands down towards the shoulder level, and we say the ha, ha, and we breathe in, ha, and we're breathing out the stress and anxiety. We really feel, okay, just stop for a second. So we want to activate the pinky finger, the thumb, so we're getting some stretching through the heart meridian here. And we want to feel, as we go down, there's a good amount of tension, not overly, but ha. So it's like you're doing a lat pull down or something, like you're bringing the muscles of your shoulder blades together. Don't overdo it, but we want a little bit of activation in those muscles and in the chest as well. So it's not like a loosey-goosey, it's kind of ha. And when you go down, you'll feel those pecs. There'll be a little stretch here, and there'll be I always make it just feels like the shoulder blades are going, you know, kind of in like that, and the muscles around them are going into that. So we'll do it mindfully. Let's hold up the heavens first, and breathe in and breathe out. Ha. And again, breathe out that stress and anxiety. Ha. A little bit of bend in the elbows, Shauna. Yes. Ha. A few more here. Ha. Mind is in the heart space. Ha. Last 2, let it all go. Ha. It could be something else that you're holding in your heart that you want to let go, and just picture that. Ha. Let's do one more. Ha. And now gently release. Shake it out. And let's feel into the heart right now. Just stand still and feel into the heart. How's it doing? Feel into the heartbeat, the tissues, the temperature of the skin, appreciation and gratitude, and gently release. So when we do the nourishing exercise, we picture a beautiful, vibrant red that is in nature. It could be the red of the Japanese maple tree, it could be a red ruby, it could be a red sunset, or I don't know, whatever you can picture, that vibrant red color from, you know, it could be a red rose, something like that. That color we want to bring into the heart, and we want to bring in peace and contentment when we do these movements. I think the feet should be a little wider than hips. So this one, I'll show it to you first, and then I'll flip. So we start with the right hand on top of the left, and then we move to the side and the top hand pushes down and the bottom hand pushes up. And then we bring the top hand on top, and then that one goes down. Top hand comes to the top, and then it moves to the bottom as we stretch. Top hand comes on top, and then we move to the bottom as we stretch. So it's like a beautiful kind of flowing dance. And so let me show, I'll show the people at home while you guys are doing it. So let's get the movement together. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm doing it the wrong way. Here we go. And then the top hand comes on top, goes up and up. No, the bottom hand goes on top. One second, what am I doing? Let me see, this moves from, okay, hold on. Yeah. I got it wrong. Sorry, guys. Sorry, I shouldn't have said it. I should have just done it. So we go, we push up, and then the bottom hand comes on top. And then it goes up. I always get confused with this one. So I almost like try not to do it. So if you can see, am I doing it right? You are. I'm doing it right. Your right hand's going to go on the bottom. Your left hand. Yes, and then you push out. And the bottom hand comes on top and then pushes out. And then the bottom hand comes on top and then you push out. So when we're pushing here, the bottom and the top are naturally the way they are. And this bottom hand comes on top and then you push out. And then this bottom hand comes on top and then you push out. So let's have a look. Okay, I'll say left and right. Left hand is down, right hand is up. And now this left hand comes on top, right hand at the bottom, and then the right hand is at the bottom, left hand is on top. The right hand comes on top into that, making that little circle. You push out left hand bottom, right hand top. Left hand is on the top in the center, and then you push out. So when you're pushing out, this hand is below and that hand is above. Yeah, the other way. Yeah. Oh, okay. This is always so confusing because left and right. So, okay, let me say it and then see how you guys are doing. So the right hand is pushing down, the left hand is pushing up. And now this bottom hand, this left hand stays on top and the bottom, and you're in the middle. And now this is, see, this is already up. So you're pushing, and then this bottom hand slides on top, and now you're pushing, yes. The bottom hand comes on top and stop here. And now this is already on the top and this is already on the bottom, so push them that way. The bottom hand slides over to the top, and now this one is already down, so that goes down. Yeah, bottom hand comes on top, and then we push it. Okay, so hopefully everyone at home can see that. It's one of those things. Oh, bottom hand comes on top. Right, so the bottom hand is on the top, and then we push away. The bottom hand comes on top, and then we push in that direction. It is very, very difficult. Whenever I've taught this and people have learned it, it gets confusing, especially like I can do it your way, but then you can't see which hand. I mean, you can look back. I don't know what the best way is to teach it, but let's give it our best shot. Right hand is on top, left hand is on bottom. And as we're moving, we push, and then we bring that up, and then we push, and we bring the bottom hand on top, and then we push. Bottom hand is on top, and then we push.
Your right is always going to be up. Your left is always going to be up. So just remember that when you're doing that, you're bringing it under and doing it up. That's the way I.
Oh my goodness. So this is a real workshop.
But it's rights are going to always be up and it's coming down, the left is going to be up.
See, when you move like this, just see the natural flow. This hand doesn't, this is really pushing. So this hand wants to smoothly flow. Other way. Yes. And then the bottom hand comes on the top, and then you're pushing the left hand down and the right hand up. And then the left hand comes on top, and you're pushing. Oh, I'm trying to tell you backwards also. I think we're good. Are we good?
Yeah.
We did this I think we did this a few months ago, and it wasn't so difficult. Anyhow, I got it wrong in the beginning. Please excuse me for that. So we breathe in a beautiful vermilion red, bright red, and we breathe out and we store that red color in our heart. And now this right hand comes on top of the left, and we push the left hand down, the right hand up. Red is being stored, and left hand is on top, and we store it. And now right hand is on top, and we store it. And now left hand is on top, and let's breathe in peace and contentment. Right hand on top of the circle, and then we push that circle away. Breathe in peace and contentment. Left hand is on top, and now we push. Right hand on top. Breathe in peace and contentment, store peace and contentment. Left hand on top, push away. Right hand on top. Let that bottom hand push down, the top hand push up. The left hand is on top. Let the bottom hand push down, the right and the up. And then we bring it out, and let's do one more. Allow the left hand to come on top and release. Okay, there was not a lot of peace and contentment in that. That's the one where it's really hard to teach, and it's really, and if I got it wrong in the beginning, I'm so sorry. So it's like that, something like that. Okay. Now we will do one last kind of invigorating exercise, which is the breath of joy. So we're going to bring a lot of warmth and heat into the body. We're going to use our muscles, and we're going to fill up our lungs and bring that joy into our hearts. So let's, I think let's get the feet a little wider than hip distance. It is warm. Is everyone okay? Or because once we go down to the, once we go down, then we're going to get a little chilly. So breath of joy, some people have done it, some haven't. I'll just quickly show you. So this is a yoga breathing technique, and we're really oxygenating the lungs and bringing that uplifting, beautiful, vibrant, vital feeling. It's like a shot of vitality. So there's 3 breaths in through the nose, and 1 long breath out through the mouth. And the breath, and there's a movement with it. So we go in, no, sorry. Everything is going wrong today. Okay, in to the front, into the side, in, up, and then out, and we bend down and breathe out. Now that bending down can be as deep or as shallow as you like. You could just breathe out like this, or you could go, but be mindful that when you go up and down, there's a change in blood pressure. You might get lightheaded, or you could just breathe slowly. So it's breathing in, breathing in, breathing in, and then breathing out. And you can go as shallow as this. You can go halfway. You don't have to bend your knees, whatever feels comfortable to you. So it's We'll do 2 more. Last one. And gently, gently, gently rise up. Let's stand. Let's stand in Wuji. Just feel what we feel. Is there an uplifting feeling? What's happening in the mind and the emotions? Is there a pulsating, a buzzing? Good to know what's happening in the body and the mind and the nervous system after doing such an invigorating practice. My arms feel like they could levitate up on their own accord. So much energy buzzing. The elbows are lifting. There's kind of a spiraling of energy in the heart, in the throat, just sharing my own experience. You may have something completely different. There's no right and wrong. Your experience is your own. And release. Let's shake it out. So just noting every time, each and every step has a different reaction inside the body, inside the mind, inside the emotion, in the spirit almost. You may feel an upliftment of spirit. It could be anything. So we're going to harmonize before we go down to our healing sanctuary. So let's, we're going to do, I was going to do koi fish in the pond, but that's another one where hopefully we can get our arms, okay. Okay, let me do it backwards. Oh, let me show the people at home first. So koi fish in the pond, you're bending your knees and your hands are skimming side to side as though there were fish swimming on the top of the lake. And so we just get a little bit into the knees and like a swaying, breathing, moving meditation. And then the right one jumps up and out and swims back to meet the left. And then the left one jumps up and out and comes back to meet the right. And this is good. So I'll keep quiet now. You can look at me and we'll just do this in a bit of silent meditation. You can look up at your hands if you like, as the fish jumps out of the pond. Make it as smooth and slow as you like. Just a few more, just balancing out that nervous system, softening the tissues, getting the mind more relaxed and receptive for that meditation we're about to do. And one more on this side. And one more on the other side. And then gently release. So let's pull down the heavens before we go down to the meditation. So pulling down the heavens, we just warm the hands, feel that energy, that warmth. And let's start to feel, let's do one more thing. Let's see if we can feel any kind of magnetic pull if we pull our hands backwards and forwards in a cup shape. Once you get used to this, it almost feels like they're attracting and repelling on their own accord. It takes a little bit of practice, but there was heat there just now. See if you can feel anything like a magnetic pull. And if not, it's fine. You can just visualize that magnetic pull, and then use that visualization. We put the hands next to the hips, the palms are on the ground, feel the magnetic pull of the earth, and then we pull the earth up, we rise up, and we gather from the sky. Fingertips are a little close together, like a little house roof, and we bring and shower that energy down through the body, the tissues, the cells, the mind, the emotions. We'll do 2 more of these. Breathe in, gather, breathe out, and store and cascade the heavenly energies down through the body. One last one. You can picture a golden light or the sun shining down and softening, soothing, replenishing all the way through, right down to the tips of the toes, the tips of the fingers, and gently release. Okay, so now we go down onto the ground, get something nice and warm to wear. So, bless you, just get any kind of extra pillows or anything you might need under your head if you like. There's a few pillows on the couches if you want to take those, or whatever it might be. I'll pull that for you, Debbie. So everyone at home, just feel free to lie down on the ground. Make sure that you're nice and warm. And I'm going to put the heaters up because the body temperature does dip when we do this kind of meditation. If you want to put your socks on, whatever it might be, just get cozy and comfy. And for those at home, I will show you, we normally lie down on the ground with a bolster under the legs and just flat. The back is flat, the arms are long by the sides of the body. The palms are facing up the sides of the hips with a little bit of a gap. Allow the feet to fall away. And if that is not comfortable for your back, please feel free to put your feet on the ground and knees up. And I'll just come around to see, Shauna, how you're doing. Do you need a little extra cushion or anything like that? You're good? Yep, lovely. Okay, so we just want to soften, and I'll close the light. So just get comfy. You might want to wriggle around a little bit. Just make sure that your back is comfy. And please know that in the middle of anytime during the meditation, you're free to move. You're free to change your position, whatever feels comfortable and good. There's no nothing saying that you can't move during meditation, and it's perfectly fine. I want you to know that. If you get uncomfortable, whatever it might be. So soften all the skin, soften the skin on the scalp, all the way down. The forehead, the temples, the cheeks, unclench the jaw. Soften around the ears and throat. Feel the skin silky smooth, gentle, all the tissues, the organs, the muscles, relaxing and releasing all the way down the shoulders, the back of the shoulders, the arms, the hands, the fingers, soft and supple, the front of the chest, the abdomen. Just allow your belly to be soft and loose. The hips are heavy. Thighs are loose and limp. The knees, the legs, feet and toes, softening, relaxing into the earth. We all need healing at different times in our lives. Sometimes we need healing for physical illness. At other times, we need healing for the trauma that we've suffered and to find ways to release the difficulties of the past that we actually carry in our bodies. We sometimes need release from the struggles and emotions brought about by any challenges, conflicts, or pain that we experience. But in order to heal, we cannot reject our illness and grief or use anger and aversion to try to get rid of them. Instead, we have to bring a kind, healing energy to all that is sick or torn, what is broken or lost. We become tender and wise with ourselves and those around us, especially when we're experiencing fear and grief and loss ourselves. And sometimes this is all that healing asks of us, that we become present. We can never underestimate the power to heal when we step towards difficulty with courage and love, and when we touch our pain with healing rather than fear. Our healing comes with our own kind attention and through the kind embrace of another. And as long as you can, find that preciousness of life, that tenderness, that kindness, and bring this care to the healing of your heart, your body, your mind, and your emotions. And as we enter this practice, make sure that you're present, awake, and relaxed. Feel your connection to the earth. Feel how your breath breathes itself in your body. And now, without trying to change anything, bring a kind attention to what's comfortable and uncomfortable in your body. Notice if there's any tension or contraction. There may be pain in certain areas, and then other areas may be full of ease and relaxation. And notice if there's clutter in your mind or repetitive thoughts. Just allow those thoughts to arise, witness them, and then observe them as they float away. Come back to the breath, come back to my voice. This may happen many, many times. Just keep on coming back to my voice, coming back to the breath. Now notice the state of your heart. Does it feel contracted? Is it soft? Is it open? Is it full of some emotion or feeling, such as fatigue or joy, sadness, or whatever is present? Feel into it with that tenderness, that kind attention. Simply witness whatever is present without judgment. Breathe and let yourself be easy with it all. And now we will commence our journey. Begin to envision or sense in any way that you can that you're floating up into the air as if on a magic carpet, up into the clear blue sky. Take all the time you need. Feel or imagine or sense that you're floating above the earth in the stillness of the clear air and luminous sunlight. Allow that magic carpet to take you far, far away. And suddenly, the carpet gradually begins to descend. And as you descend, Set your intention that you are floating down into a sacred and beautiful healing sanctuary. Maybe it's something you've seen before, or it's something from your imagination, maybe on the beach, on a cliff top, in the forest, on a mountain, by a lake, wherever it may be. Allow that sacred healing sanctuary to be a place of great wisdom, healing, and love. It could be indoors or outdoors, a place you've seen or you've never seen before. Allow the carpet to gently land right next to that beautiful healing temple. Take as much time as you need to imagine and feel and picture this sanctuary. What are the colors? What are the trees around you? Flowers, birds, animals? Is there water? Is there sunlight? Is it night or day? Anything that draws you to it, picture that in your mind. Now sense how you feel being in this sacred healing sanctuary. What does the energy of this healing place feel like to you? How does it affect your body and your spirit to be present there? Take all the time you need. Feel into it, feel that energy. As you sense yourself in this sanctuary, feel how its energy is affecting you. Let yourself become so tenderly, softly aware of any wounds that you may carry that require healing. With great gentleness, kindness, just notice if you have any physical, emotional, mental, or even spiritual wounds that you need to heal. Feel deeply into your innermost being. Connect into those wounded parts. They may be from childhood, they may be more recent. Approach them with softness and kindness, with an open heart. Allow them to surface very softly, slowly, gently. These wounds may be raw, tender, and hard to face. Only go into what you are ready to heal at this moment. Don't be too aggressive or hard on yourself. Surround yourself with a beautiful aura of soft tenderness. Only go as deep as you feel ready for. Now become aware that there is a beautiful altar of healing nearby. You slowly walk over to sit in front of this altar. See it laden with bright colored flowers, glowing candles, anything that appeals to you, that speaks to you. And now see a wise, loving healer who lives in the sanctuary. They walk towards you. It may be a light, a presence, an angelic being, whatever you want to feel. It may be a departed loved one, whoever you connect to. Let yourself open to and sense or envision this luminous being as they appear. As this healer approaches you, they lightly bow to you and you bow to them in acknowledgement of this sacred connection. And now they will put a gentle healing hand on the part of the body where you are most deeply wounded. It may be a physical, emotional, mental, or spiritual wound. Feel the presence of this healing hand on your injured limb, your pained heart, your wounded emotions. And if you wish, you can take your own hand and put it on the location of your deepest wound. Hold the place of your sorrow, your difficulty, your illness. And feel that touch as you're guided by this great healing being. No matter how many times you have buried or resisted this injury or sorrow, how many times you've greeted it with fear or aversion, now is the time you can finally open up to it. As you feel your body opening to this healing touch, explore the sensation. Is the touch warm or cool? Hard or soft? Let your awareness be gentle. Feel your wounds, fears, and difficulties touched by pure sweetness, tenderness, openness, and loving kindness. As the very core of your wound opens to the touch of healing, sense how you've closed off from this pain, how you've wished it would go away, how you've rejected your feelings. Now you are ready to open your heart, to gently allow this pain to move through you, held by loving attention with the touch and gaze and presence of this luminous being. Feel the medicine of healing enter you through this touch. Feel the warmth, the gentleness, the loving kindness moving through. Take your time to really feel into it and allow any of these emotions to move through you and move out. And now this luminous being has a gift for you. There is a package of the perfect gift for you and you alone on the altar. And this luminous being now places that into your hand. The gift is in a simple form of a symbol of exactly what you need to heal and flourish. Open this gift and see what is inside the box. If you cannot see it clearly, imagine you're holding it up to the light. See this symbol and become aware of what it means for you and you alone. Let that symbol speak to you and bring you the message of how you will flourish. And now relax. Continue to take in the blessings of this beautiful, luminous being. Take in the blessings all around you at this healing sanctuary. And finally, imagine this luminous being leaning over to you with great compassion, kindness, and love. And they whisper into your ear a message of what gifts you bring to the world, to the people around you. Let yourself hear and sense, imagine whatever this message may be for you. What are these beautiful gifts that you and you alone bring to the world, to the people around you? Receive the blessings of this gift, of these gifts. Remember this gift and these words and take them into your heart. You may have questions for this wise healer, for this luminous being, and you can ask them any question and they will answer you. And as you rest in the sanctuary, allow its healing and compassionate energy to fill your heart and body, mind and spirit. Let it touch every part of your being. And now, as you're ready to leave, bow your head towards this healing being, acknowledging with gratitude everything they've given you. And as you depart, getting back onto that beautiful magic carpet, know that this beautiful sacred healing sanctuary is already inside of you. It is available to return to anytime you need it. Remember that you carry all the medicine and healing that you will ever need inside your own heart. And as that beautiful magic carpet starts to lift you up and away, feel that joy, that vibrance, that radiance all around you and inside of you. Bring thanks to your heart for the healing and gently allow the magic carpet to descend down into this room. Feel yourself back down onto the mat. Deepen the breath. Feel your body laying on the floor. Start to bring some movement into the fingers and the hands, the wrists and the ankles. You may want to do a full body stretch, flexing the feet, putting the arms up overhead and stretch all the way through the body. You may want to shake it out. You may want to shake out your legs, shake out your arms. As you're lying here, you can shake the body parts, get some life back into the body. Move your head gently side to side. And now draw your knees one at a time, cross your ankles, put your palms of your hands on your kneecaps, gently rock side to side like a baby in a cradle, soothing, relaxing. And then just rock onto your right side, knees are up into the chest, arm is outstretched. Use the upper arm as a pillow for your cheek. Integrate. Soften. Again, tap into that gratitude and appreciation into your heart. And gently use your hands to slowly come up to a comfortable seat, whatever that may be. You may want to straddle the bolster. You may want to sit cross-legged. You may want to sit on a chair. Just end with pulling down the heavens. Warm the hands. Bring hands by the side of the body. Allow the hands to rise up and bring that beautiful earth energy. Really connect to the nourishment of the earth, all it provides to us, and then rise up with the hands. And we bring the sky, the sun, the moon, the stars, all of that cosmos down into our mind, body, and spirit. 2 more of these. Picture whatever you like. You can picture a golden color. You can picture anything that speaks to you, that nourishes you, replenishes, and allow that to cascade through you. And in the last round, we're going to bring the earth energy up, the heaven energy down, and we're going to put palm on palm, butterfly, and allow that heaven and earth energy to really sit into the heart space. Feel this beautiful body, which is so precious. This one precious life that we have. Feel the sacredness, the miracle of this life. Right beneath the hands into that heart space. Feel our hearts connecting to each other in the room and at home. Breathe in. Connect to all of the hearts that are sharing this space. And breathe out and store that heart energy as a golden light. Breathe in and we connect through time and space to the people at home, people in the room. Allow that energy to not be contained. It is limitless. And breathe out. One last breath in. This precious breath. Gratitude and appreciation, love. And breathe out. Feel the energy of the collective. This beautiful community of souls buzzing all around us and within us. The love, the light, the radiance in me sees and honors the love, the light, the radiance in all of you, in each and every one of you. Each and every one of you is a miracle, is a precious, precious being on this earth. And I thank you with my heart and my spirit for these beautiful days we've spent together. We are now complete. Now, what I suggest for a few moments is if you can remember your symbol, your gift, and the message. If you can remember them, write them down. If you can't, that's fine. It may have just been a journey and you enjoyed it. You may want to note some things down, and you may also want to take this time to note down how you feel in your mind, in your body, in your emotions on the piece of paper. So we've got a little bit of time here to note things down, and then whoever feels like sharing can share. If you don't need to share, that's fine. Just gonna have a bit of water. So at home, if you can remember the messages, symbols, and what gifts you have for the world, note those down. And then the second half of your sheet, if you can note down how you feel in body, mind, and emotions. And then we'll regroup and I'll pass the microphone around like I did last week. Thank you. So we've got a few minutes of silence and then we'll gather together and talk again. Take a few more moments to note things down. And again, I do encourage, maybe we can circle up a little bit so we can see each other. And I won't get anyone's face on camera, just be me. But put it there. So. Oh, just get that out of the way. Right. So today was a little different. I'd be happy for anyone to share anything, really. It doesn't have to be about the meditation or anything like that, but if you want to share anything, I'm open to get the discussion started because we have a little bit of time. We started like 5-7 minutes late, so we have about about 7 or 10 minutes that we can do a little bit of sharing. Anyhow, do I have any volunteers or anyone? Just to even give it, yes, Mary, what I'm going to do is give you the mic. Did it work last time when the mic got passed around and you heard?
So, if I'd known this.
Yeah.
Well, I've thoroughly enjoyed all 3 classes. I sort of feel like the first 2 were like eating cake, and today was the icing. Save the best for last. Or so, and that sounds sort of silly, but I have such a feeling of warmth from other people here, and especially Tammy, and I think that helps fortify us to cope with what's ahead. She's given us lots of hints and skills that we can resort to and try and incorporate regularly and reap the benefits. So that's sort of my impression.
Lovely. And do you have like a word that you feel, how do you feel right now? Just at the end of that, we've got 3 classes and this beautiful last minute.
At this moment, mellow.
Oh,
Yeah, just nurtured, relaxed. So, yeah.
Anybody else want to share anything? No. Everyone's good.
Very peaceful.
Sorry, what was that?
I said I feel very at peace.
Very
Yeah,
at peace.
yeah, just like, okay, it's gonna be okay.
Yeah.
Everything will be all right.
Yeah. So it's almost like not the right time to be sharing because everyone went probably quite deep and you're probably in your own kind of headspace at the moment. So I can understand if you're kind of just there. Oh, I would be interested. So I'm just going to get a general opinion. Were people able to see the symbol and get a message through the symbol, or sometimes your mind doesn't work that you don't visually see something or something like that? But was it okay? Yep, got a symbol. Was
I have a thought of a symbol, not a visual.
yeah, okay, yeah.
It's like a
Thought of a symbol, yeah, because we all have different ways our brain. I found out the other day that there are some people who just cannot visualize things, and that's just the way that their brains are set up, and there's nothing wrong with that, because there are different ways that we take in information. We can be more sensory or kinesthetic, or we can be auditory, or we can be visual, right? And so that you could maybe feel something. Maybe the symbol didn't come as an actual symbol, but it maybe came as a feeling, or it maybe came as words or something like that. So we all have a different predisposition in our imaginations. What else was there? So we had the symbol, and then we had your gift to the world. Did anyone get a message for their gift to the world, or to give to other people a little bit? Empathy, beautiful. No, and that's fine. Like, and you may not get anything. You may have just relaxed. The other thing is that I know it's a little tough because we went into like a bit of a deep healing stage. Did anyone find that too much, or was it okay? Like, it was okay? Yeah. And the idea is you don't aggressively try and pull your own old wounds out and get into a mess. You know, it was more that whatever you're ready to confront and face and release, there is that visual idea of that luminous being helping to heal you, but it's really inside you yourself. And if you want to bring in a host of angels or whatever you like, or the cosmos or the universe helping you, that's also there. So as I mentioned, this is called the Temple of Healing by Jack Cornfield, and he is a very, very well respected meditation teacher. And so I wouldn't have gone there. I would normally not have gone there to go so deep into the wounds, but I really respect his work. And I think apart from Shauna, who's new today, some of the ladies have been working with me for a couple of weeks, couple of months, 6 months. And I intuitively felt like it's going to be okay, hopefully. I hope it didn't go too deep for you, Shauna. Were you okay? Yeah.
Great.
Yeah, lovely. And yeah.
Out of the three.
Yeah.
Hands down.
Of course,
Yeah.
of course, had to leave that for last. And as I said to you last week, I have done this with my own teacher a couple of times, and it was remote. I was sitting like on a Zoom screen or whatever in my own home, but it was very powerful. So if you're at home, don't ever think that you're not getting what you need. You're at home for a reason, and you're going to get whatever you need from this. I practice on Zoom with my own teachers 5 days a week in my own home, and they're sitting in California, and I get what I need from them. So never think, I mean, obviously being in community and having this physical energy space that we are sharing is a plus, but sometimes it's not what you need. You need to be in your own space, right? So don't ever think that it's less than. I've done huge amount of healing, huge amount of openings, aha moments, all of that has all happened on Zoom, and it's absolutely fine. So I just wanted to make that clear, but for sure this practice, it almost took me almost these 6 months to bring you ladies there, the ones who've been here for a while, but you can do it as a first timer as well.
So you get different things from it. So we've got a little bit of time left. I just want to thank you all. I got a little emotional at the end. I just felt like, what a privilege it is that we get to be in this space together, that we're almost connecting our hearts because we're here with this beautiful open hearts, and we're trying our best, and we're doing something for ourselves that is going to have this ripple effect to every person that we meet, near or far. And don't doubt how important that is. Don't doubt how powerful that is, that you having this beautiful, kind, tender attention towards yourself, it will reward you in leaps and bounds with how that you face the world and how people come to you in your orbit, right? So it's, every time I teach, it is just mind-blowing how expansive I feel and how much filled with love. It's just beautiful. So can't thank you all enough. And